Brenda used to walk these streets with pride. Her husband Chris, a patriot by her side. But the weight of the world came crashing down when the government tried to take the ground. They stole Chris away, said he was a threat, left Brenda alone with words of regret. CPS came knocking, took her children too, but Brenda stood tall like the sky so blue. Bring back Brenda, let her light shine bright. She's been trampled on, but she's ready to fight. Don't tread on her, she's got a heart so true. Through the darkest nights, she'll pull through. Every day she fights for what's been lost, pays the price, bears the cost. Whispers of hope through a podcast wave, telling her story, she'll be brave. In the heartland, they know her name, her struggle, her passion, her undying flame. She dreams of a day she'll hold them tight, Chris and the kids in the morning light.
Oh, hey guys! I don't know that song was stopped a little abruptly. I'm just gonna send out a few invites to people I know that appreciate that, because then they don't have to wait around. Even though I still don't know some of these people, don't have my darn. I don't have their messenger name. I don't know if unless they're going by. Who else? Who else can we invite here? Some of these people aren't even on. So why don't I go back and I'm gonna go through text. So I see we got one wonderful person here. Who else and what else we got going on here? Anything?
Are we getting covered? I see Facts Over Live in here. Hey,
Yeah,
girl.
I see.
Yeah, Debbie's in here.
I'm trying to think. I wanted to send it out to I'm gonna send it out to wet plants. I'm gonna find, right. She sent me some pictures. She said she got some plants growing that, oh my God, she can get lots of money for certain plants that she's growing. Man.
You know what I love about some of these people is they could get in there and they'll get hot as hell with you guys, you know, including in all the shows, and they come back still and they're just like nothing. It's like they're all just like brothers and sisters. It's great. Like I see a lot of hot action happening this week on the shows, and everybody's still coming back. Like, oh boy, I don't know if that person's coming back, but here they come. They're there. That's great. Thank you guys for doing this. It's awesome.
They love us. They love all of us.
Oh yeah, maybe I should have sent my sister.
Hey, Facts Over Live.
My stupid sister. She didn't even want to come on.
Right. Like my
stupid sister.
Stupid.
No, it's not her. I think it's my brother that's like, yeah. So I guess that he went to see her, but then I don't hear from anybody the whole time he's over there. So, yeah. Well, I had a friend that was found some interesting stuff, and I wondered if any of y'all have heard of it. Hey, Debbie, how's it going? But it's called the Annie E. Casey Foundation, AECF.
Oh, yeah.
It's devoted to developing a brighter future for millions of children and young people with respect to their educational, economical, and social health outcomes. Okay, so what are the priorities of Casey Foundation? What children and young people need to thrive. It focuses on strengthening families, building stronger communities, and ensuring access and opportunity, because the children and young people need all three to succeed. Now, what I was found out, though, is they're supposed to be helping find these kids after they age out. but I don't know if I have all that information in front of me. Um, Let me see. What is the mission of the KC Family Program? Our mission is to provide and improve, ultimately prevent the need for foster care. We are committed to building communities of hope, a nationwide effort to prevent the need for foster care by supporting families and raising safe and happy and healthy children. That sounds pretty good, huh? Um,
Mm-hmm.
so I'm going to have to look into it a little further and see if it's all what it's cracked up to be, huh? Because that's what I'm looking for, and especially if they're want to help with kids aging out or finding.
They've been around for a while, I believe.
Huh?
I think they've been around for a little bit. Like they didn't just like pop up,
Yeah,
you know.
but for some reason it never popped up in front of me until now.
And I'm sure a lot of things. I bet a lot of things don't pop up in front of you, Brenda.
Well, yeah, I need somebody to cram it down my throat before I'll notice it.
Right, Brenda,
All right, all
right?
right. All right.
Brenda, that's like me and you are. Look, sometimes I wonder, it's like right in front of me, and I'm like, what the heck?
Oh, it is that.
Huh?
It is a good
It
foundation.
says
Right, right,
they
right on my page.
are
Right on the
focused
foundation.
on child welfare and juvenile justice. Okay, that's
Ugh.
what I want, some juvenile justice in here.
You heard the well, I saw today that there was some, I forgot what state it was in, but there was some workers getting they got put in jail because they were doing something to drug tests of CPS drug tests to make these parents fail. So they're serving jail time. They were going to prison.
Yeah, it was like sometimes they have those certain buildings that they offer that service where they take your drug screen, right, and they give you the results of the drug screen. You expect that that's going to be accurate reading there, but apparently, yeah, I've seen that before too. That she was this particular lady. I think a lot of these medical facilities will use places like that, so they we're sending off your piss to the lab, right? So they can do it there, so it saves the hospital or wherever you're at
Right.
from doing
And
it
it
themselves.
well, I know when I was in that drug court program, they would send they would do it in two. They would take our urine and do it in two samples, right? So they would, in case we had like a bad sample for the first, I guess they would separate it anyhow,
Mm-hmm.
in case we had to send it out to the labs. Well, they would send it all the way to California to a lab, and then you expect me to believe that there's something wrong with that sample? Like, no. Like, yeah, there's of
Yeah.
course there, because they didn't even handle them right, like keep them where like in the right temperature or
Yeah.
nothing.
Well,
Because
how many years ago was that? Because
oh god, that was 28,
Last week,
huh?
like last week.
like
Right?
last week.
Yeah. Well, no, they did. I did do one last week, a test last week, yeah, for probation, but I passed
The
it.
thing is that when I did a probation in 2016,
But
all they
probation
did is
is,
they stick the thing in there, and then all
yeah,
the
no, with CPS, they sit with this was with drug court. They would send it out to a lab, but the same place that drug court did their test in the county I've dealt with, CPS sends the people there, or the people go there. And it's right there in downtown, and but CPS would get the results, like they would actually handle the results, and they're not handling them right. They would leave urine breaks down, like as soon as air starts, it starts breaking the urine down, and it's not even going to ever it's so these tests, it was trying to show dilutes and everything else, like they were trying to mask the whoever, trying to say they're not on it.
yeah, you
I
got
don't know, but I just know it's not the parents, because I'm sorry, like that's too many discrepancies with these tests, and that girl, your numbers are going up. I'm sitting here, it's like that one day we were in here. We got 33 people in here right now. Hey everyone. Yep.
well
Yes,
Friday.
ma'am. They love
It's
us.
Friday night, and all of us don't have much to do because our kids are gone. Hello.
You know, we got each other. We got each other. I
Um,
I know how my Fridays go. I sit and talk to Brenda.
Yeah, I had a really boring day at work because I didn't get to talk
Oh,
to any of y'all.
yeah. Hey, Brooke, welcome in. So we got Facts of Our Lives. We got Chris. We got Brooke. We got Debbie. We got people, and I know they're watching on TikTok. They're watching on TikTok, Rumble, I think, Kite Kick, Twitch, maybe, and we got all our YouTube channels, and so hey, everybody that's watching us out there, like, share, subscribe, follow us,
Yeah,
leave a comment, say hey.
we're spreading the truth.
Yeah, I mean, I know y'all see us. I know y'all hear us. Whether y'all love us or not, I don't know. But
Cute.
but I know we're here.
This is what Chrissy drew.
Aww. Who
Isn't
drew that? Chris?
Chrissy drew it. He brought it like to one of the visits one time.
Oh, is that so? That's your son.
It was for my birthday. On the back it says "Happy Birthday, Mom."
Oh, so your son Chris drew that.
Yeah, little Chris. I call him little
Yeah.
Chris. And then this was a note from Sage to her dad. It
Oh,
said,
that's awesome.
See how she's writing in cursive, y'all?
Yeah. Brenda, you know what we should talk about is because it's starting to come out. Hold on. I'm dropping you. Well, I caught you, Brenda. Oops, I went incognito. Uh-oh. I dropped you. I dropped you. Hold on.
Hold on.
Hold on.
You hold on.
I don't even know what I'm doing, Brenda, because I'm incognito. What happened, Brenda?
I
Where'd you go?
wanted to read a letter that I found that my little
Brenda,
Chris
where are
wrote
you
to
at?
his brother, okay? His brother, the doctor, okay? He wrote this.
How do I get it out of incognito?
I don't know. I can still hear you, though.
I know. Oh, here we go.
I don't even know what that is on your screen that I'm
I
looking
don't even know. What is it doing? Oh my gosh, I just dropped the damn phone and this is what I get? Really?
Oh, yeah.
Sorry, Brenda. I know. It's always messing with me, damn it. Sorry, y'all. I always got to mess up something. Shit.
Oh my God. Debbie says, I'm trying to get all my stuff in the chat box, but it hurt my hands, so I can't do a lot. But working.
I can't believe I see you, and I can't.
I thought she hurt her hand to pressing in the numbers. No, you hurt your hand a different way, man. That sucks. That's too bad.
Brenda, I don't even know how I'm seeing you right now, but I'm seeing you. I mean, I hear you, but I don't see you.
Same here.
And what is that?
No, I don't see you.
I mean, we could make 1,000 guesses, and I bet you that's pretty crazy. Whatever. That
what?
is.
I'm like incognito right now, and I don't know how to get out of this. Like on the internet. I'll back out and come back in. How about that?
Yeah, and that's what I was going to say.
That is.
Oh, Lord,
what it is,
Lord in heaven.
You might throw us off.
Yeah, exactly. That
Just
she
saying.
knows she needs to come out or go out and come back in. She knows this. Hey, John, how's it going?
I mean, Brenda, what did you think that was when you looked at it? Really?
Wait, what?
What did you think that picture was?
I don't know if it was,
was
her
not
arm.
cool.
Was it her arm? Her chin? Maybe it was your chin.
What was it?
We don't know.
I thought it was like her armpit or something. Yeah.
I'm gonna have to go back and look at this now because y'all got me worried now. No, I went to go get my pay.
As long as you have pants on, you're good.
Oh, I know, right? As long as I have clothes on, right?
Does that even matter?
Yeah, that Brenda just jinxed me. Okay, that's nice. Next time,
Wait a second.
I'll make sure to wear.
Hold up. I'm gonna read this. Look, it's very cute. Okay. And he starts it out from Chris, and he actually typed this one. So isn't that nice? When I grow up, I was thinking that I would probably want to be a doctor or a nurse, so I don't take long. So what? I don't even get that part. So it don't take long.
Is that from little Chris?
Yeah. I play Clash of Clans and on Sage's old account, but only be on the builder base part of it. And I play Boom Beach, and I watch a lot of YouTube. Still using that nice tablet you gave me. I got 2 now, and I watch movies with Kevin Hart in them. And
ain't that a wrestler? Or no, it's not a wrestler.
That's a
Is it?
comedian, that short.
That comedian. Okay, yeah, the comedian. Okay, I know who you're talking about now.
I feel like DC movies are not as good though, but I still watch them. Gotham has been good, but the last season was kind of sad.
Oh,
Uh,
I'm dropping you
I'm going to
again.
watch
I'm
Aquaman
done.
this weekend on my Fire Stick TV. It's nice to hear from you, and I know how you've been and know how you've been doing. Keep up the good doctor stuff. You
Oh,
do, and I know I am proud of you.
is that what he said?
Yeah.
Let's see who's down here.
No, but don't you think that that's awful that they're making you out to be like the demons and
Yeah,
like your mom and dad are trying so hard? Like that's sick.
it is.
That's absolutely
It's
sick.
really
Like,
something that he
what are they
mentions
making this
that,
little kid
and
think?
as when we got this, like Hawk showed us to this or whatever, we just like took it as that he's trying to give us clues, man. We're going on Boom Beach game, and we're going on.
Yeah,
Yeah,
Right?
that's what we did. Like we were like right away. We're trying to like go in that builder game he was talking about, and Chris was moving the bushes around to say,
yeah.
"Hey, hello." It's
And
like, God forbid what we have to do to try to communicate with our
well,
kids.
and remember that the way that judge testified at Chris's hearing. I went on when
It's
I
funny.
saw
It's
that
funny to
on
say that because
right. And the way she makes it sound, and she even talked about TikTok, and and people made comments on the video. Hey everyone, I see y'all coming in. I'm sorry. Let's catch up on the comments real quick, Brenda, because
All right. So,
Crystal has bruises on his body. I mean, your son saw his What?
wait a minute.
Wow, Chris said that. Chris and
Okay.
Debbie.
John saying hi to both of you.
Hey everybody. Hold on.
Brooke Burnett. I don't recognize Brooke, but
you
I'm
know who
glad.
Brooke is. You know who Brooke is.
Okay.
Brooke's
So
been with us for a long
he's
time.
saying I know.
You do.
He's saying I know, or you know.
Both. Well, you do especially. Brooke's been around us for a long time.
So you still get to talk to your son? No, I don't. This is very old. That letter is from back in like 2018. Yeah, that's pretty old. Or maybe even 2017. Yeah, I don't know. He gave a hell of a clues. Yeah, right. He was giving some clues. It seemed like it. So yeah, that's what we were trying to do. But that's actually must have been in 2018 because I think they were still doing letters back and forth with my son because he was approved and certified to adopt both the kids. So that's
It
why they
sounded
were
like he was giving clues because that's how I've figured out some things with my son in those video visits. I caught on to the signs he was facial expressions and some of the things he'd say, even though they wanted him to be like a robot.
And the naked guy come flying at him.
Oh yeah, and the naked, yeah, yeah.
I mean, that's a good indication.
And what's crazy is you can hear, like, right before that kid comes on the screen, you can hear commotion like 5 minutes before that. And then you can see my son look over and he kept looking and then there was a visit like a day or two later. Because usually after something like that would happen, they didn't let me visit him the next day, and I would be pissed. And well, Darren, you saw the video, the visit that I haven't. Huh?
The guy coming from under the table.
That's the one you seen, right?
Yeah. Darren,
Yeah.
you could turn up your volume. I swear.
Yeah. Yeah. He saw the one. So Darren, how did my son act in that one?
Like what the frig is going on here, and like scared almost, like he's looking around trying to figure out what the hell, like you're like defending himself almost, like he was like getting at bay with them, like ready to square off. He was definitely in defensive mode.
Oh yeah, he and that's and then a guy comes out from underneath the table, y'all. I swear to God, like with no tools, nothing, but yet it's a grown man and it's a staff member there, and he was fixing the electrical socket. Like, hello.
Okay, see, and I don't think I still seen that.
Oh yeah, I don't think you've seen. I think it was just me and Darren and Naylor were watching
Now
it that one.
remember the nice picture I showed you a minute ago, right?
Well,
That
yeah.
he drew this, right? Okay.
Hey,
Now
yeah.
this was after being in DCF care for a while. So I said,
Yeah,
Chris, draw a picture of me. Look at what he
Brooke,
drew.
I
He
miss
drew
mine.
me, and
Yeah.
then he scribbled it out. And then, and I don't know what that is. You guys can
Hey,
figure that
John.
out. It's like him screaming, God forbid. Yeah.
We got comment. Let's
There's
see.
the damage right there.
Georgia DFCS relight. I think your kids. I think Sage also was trying to tell you. Sage did come out and say a lot of things.
Yeah.
And you know, and I really do think that they hear us, Brenda, because they're. I mean, I had a dream last night.
Did
It was
you?
yeah, and right there in Gainesville, Florida, is what I'm seeing. Like that's for some reason that area.
Yeah,
but it's
Yeah,
I keep
that's weird.
on to that area too. Yeah.
Well, and you know, there's a death row in I could have swore it was either Jacksonville or Gainesville. I know there is one. Remember we
have
looked into that.
Yeah, in Lake, I think even in Lake City, Gainesville,
Hey everyone.
where else? Jacksonville, because Darren was saying he was in Jacksonville. We're like, hey, there's a Devereaux over there. We're thinking,
I was in Jacksonville.
man.
So I think I mean, you know, a lot of us. I think our kids do hear us. Our kids do watch us. They do. Come on, they. I mean, if they haven't been brainwashed too much, they get on social media when they're at school. You know, some kid's gonna have their phone at school, and my kid did this. My kid did that very thing, and
Well, I mean,
huh?
as much as we're out there, as much as that we're out there, like for real.
Yeah.
If you
I mean,
if you're fortunate enough to not have the things happen to you that do when you Google your name, you know, like the first thing that's going to come up is, you know, like you've been looking
Right.
for your kid, you know, like there's no way that you can't, you know, like Sage and Chris,
right.
they know their names, they know where they came from.
And it's yeah. Oh yeah, they look. And like my daughter, with her, she was on social media. I mean, she was apparently when she was bringing awareness to horrible parents, but yet it was just her. Honestly, I felt as though it was her because you know, of course she was hurt, but she was having some mixed emotion. You know, she's getting at that age. She just graduated high school, but now and she was just telling me like how she felt. But do you know she has not kept it on? The family member has kept it on. They're the one that keeps antagonizing, and then they try to get there's certain like little comments because I know it's not my daughter now for sure. Like I know it's, but she did. The last thing that was said by her was about the she can't believe then why did I sign full custody over? And that's an outright lie. I didn't. So so right there, you know what they've done in my situation. I don't have no rights to my girls. They took them.
Let's try to see. Let me see. They literally took this baby off her mother's breast while the baby was sucking milk in the hallway. Oh my gosh! And Darren, guess what county it is in Georgia?
Darren, guess what county? Which county are you talking about? They literally. Oh, what county is that? You get enough sleep? Yes, I did, Dr. Des. Yes, I did. Definitely.
Oh,
I got I stayed on the phone last night talking to him and his wife. It was a fun conversation. Got to talk about.
Says with no tools, she is a seer. Listen to your dreams and your gut. I believe, yes, I definitely believe you listen to your dreams and your gut. I'm a big believer in that.
Yeah.
Especially the gut there, like the dreams.
That's
I'm still waiting for some of my dreams to come true. Okay, it's been a while.
But you know, sometimes our dreams are. Hey, Luis, welcome in. I see. Look, I'm gonna need bifocals before long.
We were just talking about that today. Like,
You
yeah,
got it on the little screen. I got it on the big screen.
And but
okay.
Brenda, that judge, the one that you put the video on. When I was scrolling through and I seen it, right. I do want to say this before, and I don't know, Darren, what you were talking about when I went incognito, all of a sudden, but that the way I heard it a different way this time when I heard it, Brenda, and she made it sound like, oh my goodness, she just that she was targeted, and this is a lady that, I mean, just made it sound horrible. And then she brings her kids into it. Well, what about your kids when she was in that robe and making that judgment for when they took your children, you know? But she
Right.
can go to her daughter, and that really pissed me off. That
And
she could even throw that her children up in her statement, but yet I thought she wasn't going to testify or nothing, you know?
and this was at the sentencing, guys. This wasn't at the trial, so I don't get it. Why
She didn't even testify at the trial.
Um.
I don't think so. Or was that Chris that didn't? But the way she brought her kid into it, and then the way her whoever wanted to say that what did she say? Well, what's the sentence, Mom? And she's like, well, I don't know. Well, you know, when he gets out, make it just sound horrible. But yet somebody can get on Grand Theft Auto and play and say, make a comment and come on now.
That's
But
what
Chris, it gets the max.
That's what the thing is that somebody else was saying, wouldn't it?
They were butt sore. They were
Shouldn't
butt
it be the Grand Theft Auto game that should be in trouble for allowing people to do whatever they want?
It's not. It's a.
I
Or
don't know.
how about coming to his rescue? How about Grand Theft Auto coming and helping him?
Yeah.
Yeah. Right.
Yeah.
And ain't that the game that? Well, I mean, wasn't it on a game? The video was on a game anyways, and he was just talking. I mean, my God, you know, on Xbox Live when you're playing other people, do you know the things that are said in those? My God, I can only imagine. I mean, I haven't even guilt, you know, and that. Who's to say? I mean, but that's what I'm saying. Chris was targeted, man. Like, think about all that. But yet, it really perturbed me, and I wish to God that we could take that video of that statement that she said, whatever, and make a video out of it, and call her out, because you know what? If she wants to play victim, she needs to look at how she was. I mean, no, you can't play victim 10 years after a damn.
I still didn't get to the other one where she said, was that the one where she says that she has they don't have to worry about looking over their shoulders anymore?
That's the one. That's the one.
Okay.
That's what made me sick. And then the fact that she could bring her children in it. Okay, lady, you know what? You were the same person that sat behind that bench when you made your ruling on taking their children, lady. That you're going to stay here and you sent this man to 15 years. And who are you? Because that was over 10 years later almost. Like,
well, that's the thing is then the other thing is that she had talked to the children herself and promised them that they were going to go home. She didn't know when, but they would be able to go home. So what are you lying to kids now? Because I have that tape as well.
So say that again, Brenda, because I know they said your kids were coming home back then.
Yeah, well, the thing is that you know how if your kids are a certain age, the judge will give them a chance if the kids want to talk. Okay.
Yes, we do, Brooke. We definitely do.
They went in the chambers, and I have the media tape from it that I got from the court or whatever, and it says she says, I know you guys want to go home, and they're like, yeah, we really want to go home. Chris is like in tears and everything else. Sage really doesn't know what's going on. And she says, well, you'll be able to go home. I just can't tell you when, but you'll go home. Yeah.
You could have called me wet plans. It would have been fine. Sorry, y'all. I'm listening, Brenda. I am. I don't understand that late and that's what and what Brooke said, Brenda, right there. When I saw that video today, that's what I was wanting to do. But I was like, man, let me talk to Brenda first, because I was going to take it and make a video with it myself, because this lady, like, she's
you see the video
playing victim.
I've got 900,
and I hope they're watching right now.
Earlier today.
Yeah, you did. But did you see the comments that were posted up under it? They're like, for people, they don't know what it is. And the thing is, and when I told you what I said, I said, let's see how, I said, Brenda, be careful putting that up. I said, but you know what? Wait a minute. this lady can get in front of people after the sentencing, when the sentencing is going on, and get this man sentenced to the max by playing victim. But yet look at the group of people that she's in that are being judged right now, really, because look at our children. And you had a situation like that. Judges, CPS workers, public officials, and she's gonna sit here and play victim over something that was never even sent to her. It was not even for
No,
her.
she had
She assumed.
Chris. No, she had to see, and she changed her story twice on that. So how is that okay?
They
At
had
first she
they
said,
were watching. They
oh,
were
she
they
was
were watching every they were watching. They were looking at everything that y'all who whatever. It's like you might as well say all eyes were on y'all. And it's crazy because everything that I've read in this case, and that lady just makes me sick. Makes me want to go down there and get a ticket and go in front of her. You know what I'm saying?
yeah, Brooke,
Like,
I did do some shorts. I've been going through his what do you call it? His trial, and
I
I've
went
been
through the
doing,
jury
and the
transcripts.
sentencing, and I'm doing little clips now because I'm sick to death of it because
They would get the investigative summary. They would. I didn't know that abbreviation for a state can be a city. I never knew that. I never knew that FL for Florida could be a city name. I love it. But
oh,
yet the state's Louisiana. I don't get it.
yeah, well, LA, I say I live and die in LA now, but
But that's where the incident was, right? Was Florida, Louisiana? Come on now.
mhm,
Was
yeah,
FLLA?
yeah. Yeah, there's so many mistakes, and but by
Petty
the
stuff.
way, there was never any sheriff service on the bottom of that. Was it the KPS that I was talking about?
Yes.
There was
Yes.
no sheriff service
And
at
it was
all.
never entered in the NCIC. That's
Hmm.
the thing, guys. I mean, I don't understand. They're pushing it. These public people, state attorneys, law enforcement, whoever, judges. I mean, and that's they're taking their what is it? Their role, their job, and a little bit too far. They're taking it and they're treating it like it's their own for them. You know what I mean? Whatever to fit their needs, whatever they want. If they want you locked up, they gonna get you locked. You know what I'm saying? If they want you, and that's not even right, dude. Like,
Yeah, and Debbie's talking about how this Julie and Todd Christie
yeah,
and all that stuff they did, and they got a pardon from Trump.
and their daughter, Savannah Chrisley, was out there, and she fought like hell to get them out.
What do I got to do? Do I got to do that? What do I got to do? I
Well,
got to
that's what we're doing.
put some
That's what we're
fireworks on
doing.
my head. I don't
Well, we gotta get. I guess we gotta go to the White House, girl. So let's go.
know. We got to go. We got to
Look,
get this up.
I'm sure they'll be happy to see me up there.
Statutes of limitation should apply for what?
What?
Lewis is saying the statute of limitation
On what, Louise? And yes, usually statute of limitations should apply on the of the charge he got.
But Chris's case, if you didn't know, he was arrested in March of 2024. That was over 8
Joe's
years
partners,
after
Peachwood. I don't agree with Joe's part. Joe Biden's you're talking about? Peachwood. I see Peachwood. Welcome back, Peachwood.
The Facts Over
Joe,
Life got. Did you hear about this young boy got a pardon? And
I saw that. I saw that today. He got.
well,
Yeah.
You know what, guys? As far as I understand it, these people that are getting these pardons giving Trump a lot of money. Okay.
Yeah, because I was gonna say there's got to be money involved. Because I mean, he should have. And honestly, with him, he should have went. And I mean, I don't know the story behind. I just know that he was going for he was 2 years probation or something, or 5 years. But I mean, why? You definitely know money is involved in that to get him off. Like, why? I mean,
why couldn't he have just sat there a little bit? I mean, that's not even that long. That's what it didn't make
right,
sense.
Right. What do you say? What do you say?
I don't know. What's Darren saying?
Darren, what'd you say?
Money's involved in everything.
Maybe.
Money's involved. Yeah, and it's sad that money's involved in everything, Brenda.
Brooke says she got all the videos all over their wrongs. All it takes is one video to go viral. I wish. Um,
Did
I
you
wish.
guys see this?
So, Dr.
I
Dust says,
can't vote, Peachwood. Peachwood, I can put my 2 cents in, but I can't vote because I'm a felon. So
but
I
though
can't really
again,
say yay or nay.
you got that paper that said you could, didn't you?
I mean, I got something.
You showed us that the other day, and it's like,
Yeah, but I mean, it ain't voting time yet. Like, I want to vote for a president. I want to vote for that thing, the registration card thing.
well, I
That,
can tell you, I did what I was. I'm a felon, and I voted, but I wasn't on probation. Okay. This last
so I mean, yeah,
before,
I still.
I
And
did
but
vote.
Peachwood said, she said, did we say the same thing about other presidential elections? Um, I don't. Did I miss a comment? Oh, Joe pardoned people in his party that were never charged. That's right. That's true, and that's wrong.
Oh, I did
Even at,
a video. I did a little video about that when when Joe Biden pardoned it, and
sorry, I meant to say
I put
pardon.
the 3 turkeys up there that he pardoned, and I'm like,
Didn't I thought and with Joe, I thought that his help and pretty much his like his son and them were running it and his wife and them. Is
yeah,
that because it's like
and they're trying to
Trump
hide
isn't doing
that
anything different.
he's having.
That's right. I mean, he's pardoned it, and he is, and Trump is not right for pardoning those people. That's correct. I mean, I would say the same,
Yeah,
but
even
I
though
mean,
I
I'm
like
not
Trump,
agreeing with that at all.
yeah. I mean, unless my husband's on the list and our children, I'm like,
You're
I'm
not
always
a felon, and
jealous
I'm
of
proud of it. I'm glad that you're not a felon, Edmund.
you gotta commit a federal crime to get a pardon. I mean, I guess.
Joe pardoned people in his party because he knew that they were breaking the law, and he was protecting them from Trump's prosecuting them. True, true.
Guys, I
Why
guess I'm
would
gonna take this from Chris.
Why else would true? Why would he pardon Dr. Fauci? Because Dr. Fauci, yeah, that is true. Peachwood.
I'll be here, guys. I'm gonna see what's going on with Chris.
Edmund, thanks for the service. Edmund, thank you for your service. I appreciate. Love our love our vets in our military. And Brenda, is that? I guess Chris called. Chris called Brenda.
Yeah.
Oh, sorry, my bad. Put it on mute, woman.
I guess Chris called.
Oh, do what? All right, everybody. She didn't even tell me she's gonna dip on me. Okay. So let's see. Yeah, some of this stuff, y'all will never believe. I seen a photo today of from overseas that was just, it was horrible. It was horrific. It was kids, and they're treated like it's bad. It's bad, and it's things that should not, that I mean, it's bad, on leashes and stuff, like it's just sick. And these people are just the stuff that, it's sickening. It's sickening. And I have they did find overseas. I believe it was in I have a friend that told me they recovered. They found a bunch of kids that were missing over there. I'll have to find out where though, but it was in 'cause, back when I was going in middle school, there was a program called Big Sister, Little Sister, and we used to they came over from a group of girls came over from Japan when they were from high school and I was in middle school at the time, and they followed us, or, like, we had Big Sister, Little Sister, and they come over here to learn how we did school, like how our days went, and they stayed a whole week. And do you know that bond, like that friendship in that week, carried on for many years after we still talk. And they thought, and they actually, and I thought that was pretty cool. Thank you. Thank you. I thought that was pretty cool that they could come over here, but it's just horrible, the things that I hear over in these countries going on. Like it's and she is actually over there like she is cheering us on. Like she didn't realize how horrible and how bad it was with the kids. And because even she said she didn't think that when we were younger, like, and I even told her, I mean, we write back and forth, and because the phone calls would be like, wow.
Mm.
Yeah. So, and she says just in the matter of the last 20 years, it's changed. Like she even said in her over there, it's changed. So I don't know what's going on with our world. Like because this is not an isolated crisis. This is a national worldwide crisis. Like
Yeah.
we
That's
got
what,
the
oh my God, I can't.
autism thing, and then we got our kids that are being bullied on and taken and taken from us, and with no we don't even have a chance to defend ourselves, let alone our children. I mean, I want to know how can people get away with if there was already a voluntary agreement, like in my case, how can they get away with it for this long and nobody just act like I'm not even existent? Somebody tell me.
That's what I'm wondering when they first take your kids. Okay, say if CPS took your kids, isn't there a certain amount of time that you have that you can just get them back? Like it seems like,
I mean,
like 24 hours or something. I guess it didn't
well,
work
I mean,
out for us, but
from my understanding, like when we did guardianship back in 2011, if something was to happen to one of the guardians or myself, we would have to go get the kid and go in front of the court. Then the very next day, like when my mother passed away, I should have been in the courtroom with my son, and it was just for paperwork. It's just because of paperwork. Otherwise, if it was nothing to do with that, like in the good old days, then we would never have to do that. Everything be. I mean, because I even have a family member that was adopted, but it was a family member's daughter. My nanny and papa raised her, and there was never no adoption.
the stuff
So it's
going on
all
here is so underground that they try and keep you silent. You be devastated learning what all I've seen. Yeah, believe me. Yeah, I seen something earlier that was really sick. That guy talking about how Obama and his wife, I think they were.
Tell me this. Why does my brother still think Obama is the president? Can somebody and he's disabled. But he thinks that Obama is the president.
Probably because he couldn't believe that he won the second term. like I was in complete shock. I'm like, no way this guy's gonna win again.
Look, let me see if I wonder if he's awake. I'm gonna go ask him. Let me see if he'll answer my questions. Let me see if he'll meet.
We're gonna do
He's probably gonna freak out. We all get to meet him today. Hold on. I'm gonna make him meet you. Say hey to everybody. Hold on.
There's a very, very simple solution. Everybody could have their kids back tomorrow. Yeah, wouldn't it be? It's like it'd be so easy.
I want you to say hey to everybody. Okay? You okay to say hey? You're live. You're gonna be live. Look, bro's eating, y'all. Just hold on. You gotta turn. Well, where's your light? Is that okay? Hold on. Can I turn it on? And then my brother. Okay. Oops. I don't know how he wired this thing up, but here's my brother. Say hey to everybody.
Hey.
Okay.
Hi.
That's my.
You're
live, bro. You're on my live.
I've heard him a lot.
That's Brenda, and there's everybody in the chat. And Darren's in there. Say hi. Can you see your face? There you go.
Yeah.
See? I was telling him, what year is it, bro? Do you even know what year it is? I don't mean to. I'll turn it around. I just want to know because I told him you thought, oh, who's the president? I don't mean to. He gets nervous, y'all. I'm not. You don't have to. It's okay if you don't know it. That's fine. Just, who? Who do you think? Who do you think is president? There's no wrong answer. Who do you remember being president?
Barack Obama.
See y'all.
Okay.
No, it's Trump now, but it's okay. He said Barack Obama.
Who's just saying hi to
What
you?
year is it? What year is it? Who? They're saying hey. Everybody's saying hey.
And Brooke is saying hi to you, brother.
Lewis and Brooke said hey to you. Say hi.
Hey.
What year is it, bro? You don't remember what year it is? You got it. You always got it right last time.
2022.
3 years off though, but close. See, it used to be 2016, but he's come up in his years. 2022. You know how old you are, right?
Man,
I just wanted them to, because we were talking about Obama, and I said, I wonder if he still thinks Obama's still president. Well, he still thinks Obama's president, guys.
well, if I could turn back
Yeah. You want to
time,
tell him bye? You want to tell him bye?
Bye.
bye. Nice to meet you.
Yeah.
Two.
He's
Elvis.
eating. I
Like
didn't
his
mean to
Elvis.
interrupt him while he's eating. Okay, all right, you're good, bro. It's nothing bad.
He's
I
got
don't
his
want him thinking.
Elvis head up there. I seen Elvis
Oh yeah, you also what on his room?
on his wall. Yeah.
Oh yeah, you don't. Yeah, there's other things on his wall that are not. He's a man. He's a boy. He's 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 got his. He's got a lot of stuff in that room. Like he's got all my bobbleheads and everything. Like he's like, that's mine, sis. and so y'all see he's now he's stuck. He's 2022, and he thinks it's 2022, and Obama's still president. So he gets. I didn't mean to make him nervous. I'm like, well, so that's bro. That's the one I always talk about. That's bro.
He didn't seem too nervous. He seemed fine.
Well, when the phone turned around, if he starts saying this, messing with his tooth, he's nervous. Now he does. Now Darren has heard when he's upset, and he blacks out, and like he just woke up from a dead sleep one day and just went off. So that's his man. That's it. And so and just think he's actually been traumatized by CPS when he was younger.
Wow.
They went to his school. The school I remember because I was like trying to get them to call my mom, but and I was wondering why my brother was in the office. But they made him pull his pants down and take a picture of his hind end because he had a little bruise on the bottom part of his buttocks, but it was where he had fell off the bicycle, where he was playing on the bicycle.
Why are they making us take his pants off in the first place, though? How is he going to know about the bruise?
Exactly.
Brooke is wondering if he had any accident besides that.
For his so he was born with lymphedema, but he overdosed in 2014 to cause his condition now.
Oh.
He was trying to take his own life because his baby mama was trying to take his kid from him.
Wow.
She was trying to, and she got away with it. She ended up changing the kid's last name and everything. And if he was mentally incompetent to stand trial, why in the hell did they change the kid's name and still do that? He didn't even know what he was signing. Yep. And it was all over freaking child support, man. Child support, just because my brother. I didn't know at the time. I was incarcerated, and because I'm telling you, I would have went ape shit. It was messed up. But yeah, they got away. I didn't find out because, like I said, like his memory. I didn't know until I was online one day on the courthouse website, and I looked it up. I mean, I just was looking at, and we both got the same last name, and I was like, why does bro and I looked again, I'm like, oh wow, and I saw his daughter's name and I'm like, you got to be shitting me. And I told my mom, and me and mom were like, I didn't know. So it's been but his daughter looks just like but he knows his daughter, and his daughter still knows him, and we've seen her but I'm fighting that because that's bullshit. If they found him mentally incompetent to stand trial, how the hell was he going to sign that? Because he didn't even know what he was signing.
Right.
So
is his daughter now about?
She's my daughter, the one that graduated. So she's, oh my God, don't tell me she just graduated. Oh no. She's about 16, 17. Oh, don't tell me he missed it. Because I better look into that. Yeah. She's my seven, like she's about my daughter Layla's age. So yeah, 16, 17. She's right. I think she's younger than her. I mean, he still knows her birthday. I didn't even know her birthday.
Yeah.
Bro still knows her birthday.
They will not,
Money is the root of all evil, right? And I can't stand these moms out here that try to do this to the dads. I give props to the moms out there that are actually co-parenting if they have not, if they're still able to with their children, because that's what these couples you know, which I don't want to even go down that rabbit hole because, but you know, it's spitefulness is what a lot of these investigations with CPS is. That's how it starts. Is somebody's spitefulness, whether it be a divorce or a pissed off family member or a pissed off friend. Why would you do that?
Even a neighbor, like the neighbors might
The
say
neighbor, yeah,
something.
a pissed off teacher or somebody having hard feelings because your kid is in their class or something, and yet they're pissed off at you for something you did in high school.
That's what I was wondering with me. With me, is like because before the kids were
It's
taken,
sickening, yes.
the Department of
Hey,
Education was
David.
calling me and wanting me because I was homeschooled,
Hey, John.
or the kids were homeschooled. They were wondering if
Yeah,
I would bring
homeschool is about the best
kids
way to go
down
now.
there to take one of their standardized tests. And I said, well, no, I can come pick it up and I'll give it to them at home. And they're like, well, no. And then like I said, she's like, well, what accredited school program or homeschool program do you have? I'm like, well, I homeschooled 3 doctors.
You know, there's
Maybe they thought I was a smart ass or something. I don't know. But like, I can tell you not long
oh,
after
I tell people you got 3 kids that are doctors. Shit. Brenda, they say, Brenda, I say, yeah. What does that I mean? And Brenda's got I said, yes, she does. I said,
Yeah.
yes. I said, you would never believe it, would you? I said, but it's true. I said, you want? I said, because I talk to him all the time.
You see the letter that Chrissy wrote. He wanted to be a doctor like his brothers. So
You know, that'd be pretty cool if we could find him doing that. Because he's at that age, ain't he? He's like, is he an adult now?
he's 19. He's 19. His birthday is on Halloween. Yep.
I think Darren, did y'all have a show already, or are you not having a show?
No, we'll do one. We'll do one here in a little
Okay,
bit.
did we ever? Okay, because I know Dr. Death. Did we ever get? Did y'all ever get that email sent to him? Hey, David. You'll be on, and if you still want to come on the show tomorrow, David, let me know. My show.
Weaponizing the system and systems is loving it. Yeah. People
Darren, can you
have emotional intelligence? The saying.
Yep, the love of money is the root of all. And ignorance of the law is no excuse, right?
Okay.
I don't even know why I said that.
Okay. Oh, that's
because I saw a video today.
Wondering about that. I see.
Huh?
I made some great new videos too.
Wondering about the Tip and the Punisher show. They usually have theirs earlier in the evening.
It's
right?
like 7:30, but I don't. Darren, are y'all not having a show tonight?
Tuesday or? I think it's earlier in the week they do.
But I'm gonna do
whatever time, David. You'd let me know whatever time. Well,
yeah.
Is there any shows tomorrow, Darren?
Yeah, well, I'm gonna go back to the Main Matter show on Saturday at 2.
Okay,
so
because I was gonna do like two shows tomorrow.
Okay.
That's cool because David's gonna come on with his daughter and talk and be a guest on. So whatever time that's gonna, if whatever time works, it might be. I think he said morning hours, but he wants to share. People are starting. They want to share their stories. And I think that'll be a good thing to start doing. Maybe on the weekends to add some more shows in on the weekends too.
Yeah, we could do it on.
As long as I gotta write stuff. I got a bunch of paper now, Brenda. Yes, I do.
Oh, I did. I bought another
pens
stack of paper, and like I was telling, whoops, facts over lies. I was saying, my son, he's like always comes home with a bunch of pens. Like wherever he works at, there's always pens, and he's always grabbing a pen. He'll put it in his pocket. And by the time he's got his car is full of pens, he's like, "Mom, if you
David,
you got it." Like, and I don't think they mind because it's all advertisement. There's allegiance.
What do I have to cook with these guys? Oh no, I'm eating grilled cheese sandwiches. It's Friday night and it's not pizza.
Oh my gosh. I've been getting through this watermelon. I had a huge watermelon.
You still have not got through that watermelon?
No.
So
Hawk even helped me eat some of it, but I'm telling you.
Yeah, now it's a freaking big booze ball.
What? What did he say?
Now it's a big ball of booze. Follow.
How long is a watermelon good for?
I don't know. It seems like it's getting a little soggy to me. Because
Did they get rid of the habeas? Are they doing away with the habeas corpus? Did I see that on the news or something?
how in the world they can't do that? There ain't no way they're gonna do
No.
that.
No pizza face. No, it's gonna be
They're
grilled.
just finding it not applicable in family courts. That's what they're
How to
doing.
what? Hold on. Wait a minute. Okay, now I can hear. Sorry.
I can't hear him either. Darren, put your volume up, please.
Hold on. His volume is up.
It's not my volume. I'm trying to do this thing in your graphic, and it keeps clipping me out. They're just finding it.
Oh, it's on. It's
they're
probably
not
on.
finding it good in family court.
Yeah, they're gonna do. Yeah, they're. I don't understand why they picked family court to do all their bullshit through.
Because they
It's
can
our,
get away with it, I guess.
oh, because they can pick on innocent people, little kids, because they don't, but because they can isolate them and leave them and take them from their parents and do what they want to.
David's
Right?
wondering if 10 a.m. would be good
Yes,
for you.
that's perfect. Yes, it is. So so Danielle's show will be on in the morning at 10 a.m. with David and his daughter.
Where's
I will
David
be.
live? Where's David live?
David, where do you live, sir? Y'all, I was not prepared for. I'm never prepared.
I just want to make sure he's Eastern time like you are.
Oh yeah, good job, Brenda. Because I totally did not just think about that. The only time I've done that one.
I have to think about it every fucking day. I don't know why.
Not me. Look. I forget, and
because before now, actually, Chris is in the same time zone as me now, and then I had to get used to that again. But
now let me. Okay, so we got Hey, classic mommy. She said 3 older children graduate from college at 17. That's awesome. Then in my case, questioning my ability to educate our youngest. See how they are? They looked foolish. See? So Indiana. So he's in Indiana, South Bend. Okay. Yeah. I had family in Kings, Evansville.
There. I remember now.
Who?
My grandpa lived there. We used to go there every summer.
I had family up in Evansville, I think it is.
Grandpa and
look, my Aunt Skeeter, she used to, her daughter lived up there. My Aunt Skeeter. And that is a real name. It is. That's my name, my papa's sister's name. Yes, it is.
Oh my goodness.
Bertha and Skeeter. It was my Uncle George and my Aunt Bertha and my Aunt Skeeter. Is it my aunt? Well, my mom used.
You know what my grandma's name was? My dad's mom? Olga Strong.
They even the names that they had when they were back in the day. I look at my ancestry and I'm like, and it's
with that name. I don't know if it's the name and her personality, but we knew we couldn't get away with shit when we went over to Grandma's house.
No. Well, I know I could with my papa. Look, I was Papa's princess. Look, my mama used to get so mad. So is Darren doing a show later tonight? Darren, is there going to be another show tonight? Because I believe I don't think him and Tiff are though, Dr. Death. I know. Do what?
I'll do one after this. After we do this, but no more Tiff shows tonight.
Okay, yeah, no more Tiff shows, but there is going to be what we usually do, Dr. Death, is have a Punisher show at night. And that'll probably be around now or 11, or when is it going to be in a minute? But I do know in the morning we have, y'all doing a show and y'all won't be back till Monday, right, Darren? You and Tiff?
Whenever we.
Okay.
No, it'll be me and whoever wants to join.
So whenever he said when. Oh well, I'm talking about you and Tiff.
Oh, me and Tiff will be back Monday.
Okay, him and Tiff will be back Monday, and then hey, we'll all be on tonight. And Brenda, are you doing a show tomorrow?
Last night too. I thought this was happening last night. I'll believe it when I see it, y'all. And
Brenda, you slow your roll. Calm down over there. Get a little bit hyped up out there in Louisiana.
I will be jumping in there. And then Gunnar was acting like, "What are you talking about? What link?" I'm like, "What the fuck?"
Look, we are this group. Our group is what we are one heck of a mess, ain't we? Mm-hmm.
Oh my goodness! Look at Danielle. She's got to eat.
That
You are.
girl teased everybody else. Look, my brother was eating. Everybody was. I guess it was dinner time. I didn't know it. Oops.
My God, I made some chicken salad and I put hard-boiled egg in it, and oh my
And you
God,
tell me chicken salad one more time, woman, and don't give me none.
I
I
just
swear.
finished it up today. I swear to God.
God, that his beard looks like mine now.
That was the
Oh,
funny part about it is like I took some of it to work with me, like, and I was gonna, but then I ended up not eating it at work, and then I left. And I left my chicken salad, and I turned around and went back and got. I'm like, oh my God, I forgot my chicken salad.
Dr. Death, I did go watch that for you, and I will give you that information after the next show tonight. Okay, I did do that as you asked, and I did. I slept in late today, y'all. Not real, but I did get my rest. Yes, that
His
he was asking.
beard, what are you talking about? Darren's beard looks like yours.
John,
Hmm.
I think so. I think. I mean, if this is a beard,
You
hey,
know,
girl.
the most intelligent people in history had beards. Y'all know this.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
Yeah,
they keep
they're
wanting to shave
left-handed.
my husband. Now he's got a bald head and a bald face.
yeah. And
Oh my
Darren's got a
God!
beard.
He's calling me and telling me, guys, he hurt his hip. Like
Do I?
yeah,
Oh,
he
the honey.
fell down and hurt his hip now. So
Who did? Who did? Chris?
yeah.
Oh, don't tell me he fell off the bed.
I don't know, but he said it looks like they're gonna move him to bottom bunk, but he's still
Then
on
he fell off.
right now.
Yeah. Oh my God. Well, it's hard
That's
getting off
scary.
them things, girl. Huh?
That's scary on the
If he,
top bunk. You
yes.
if you're like, "Ooh."
If he has socks on and he goes to get off, I know in the jail I was, and you go to get on, where'd he go? Did he go? Where'd he go? But if you go to get off on the and there's a table right there, like a little desk by the beds, and you'll slip. Them things are slippery. Trust me, I have did it several times. And and I just laid on the floor. Screw that. I ain't getting up right then. That shit hurts. So if you have, so I learned not to wear socks.
Do you know what they do now? They don't take into account if you have like medical problems. It's if you are a big fat ass, then you can get bottom bunk. So they're encouraging obesity. Okay, yeah. Can you believe this?
Yeah, because they don't even take into consideration the elderly people. Like some of the elderly, I knew a lady that was like, I gave up my bunk for her, but she was like 60 something, 70 years old, and she couldn't get up there. I couldn't see that woman getting. So I gave her my bunk, and yeah, they're ridiculous. They have no care in the world. They don't care about nothing. They don't even want to be there doing their job.
And God forbid if family calls to try to, make
Look,
something right or whatever, and then it only makes it worse for those guys. If you call down and try to like say, okay, well, this is what's going on. I swear to God, they won't do anything. They won't do
you were
anything.
talking about Daniela's guest that had a bit of a time difference. Oh yeah. Like, hold on, his beard looks like mine now.
He must be the same time zone.
Yeah. Not his okay. Is that what time is up there with you, John? 10 a.m. Is that?
Oh yeah, because Indiana is Eastern. As far as
okay.
Wait a minute, not all of it. I should check that.
And John's in Canada though.
All we got to do is Google it, guys.
Look, Google does not have all the answers sometimes. Better watch it. Look, Google told me one time a gnat
in the Eastern time zone.
Did you know gnat, the no-see-em bugs, right? You know what it told me? My friend played a joke on me one time. And I went out, he said his sheep got out, his goat, whatever it was. I think it was a sheep, his black sheep. And it got out. I'm out at 5:30 in the morning looking for this sheep that he lost, his little billy goat or whatever it was. And it's because I looked up the word gnat, and he was telling me about his gnat. His gnat was missing. I didn't know it was a no-see-em bug, but did you know that they do call a black sheep a gnat? With
No.
a look, well, my ex's dad played a joke on me because he did have sheep, and I guess I called it a gnat. I don't know, but yes, I was out at 5:30 in the morning looking for a no-see-em bug. What an idiot I was! Because he didn't have no damn sheep named
Telling you,
Billy.
for the no-see-ems, you got to get the sticky balls. Okay, one more time.
Look,
The
them things
sticky
are so
balls,
annoying.
Mom
But
Petite.
could you imagine my ass there at 5:30 in the wood? Like, I mean, he's got a big piece of land too. Knowing I've been there 5 million times and ain't ever seen a sheep that he's got. You know, like a dark. It's all been the white ones. You know,
Oh
never
yeah.
seen any other color. But yet he's
Oh.
sitting here telling me, and my dumb butt fell for it. And I'm over there. I'm like, I told my boyfriend, I said, we got to go over there. We got to, because I said, your dad missing his sheep. Billy got out. He ain't ever had no damn sheep named Billy. Dean, look, he got me. Needless to say, I was looking for a damn no-see-em bug.
When we last had the kids, we had goats. We had a couple goats. We had a couple turkeys.
You
We
got a
had
guinea? She had a guinea.
Oh, I had a guinea recently.
That was her little buddy right there.
Oh no, I couldn't stand it. It was really. I'm sorry, but it was.
Are you gonna
ugly
get
for
your
one
chicken
thing.
a friend?
For one
How's your
thing.
chicken?
Oh, I think I went. You know what? I did go to Tractor Supply today, and I seen
know
that
you-
they had those little chicks, and I'm like, "Are you sure you can just sell me one of them?" And I was telling the girl how my hen really
Did
wants
you
to
get
have.
one?
No, I didn't.
Oh, I'm glad you
Because
didn't.
I
I'm glad
wanted
you
to buy
didn't.
4. I don't want to buy 4. I just want
Because Brenda, look, I'm glad you didn't do any negative thinking there,
swear to
ma'am. Good.
I know. I was praying to God because
Yes.
if I do anything like
I'm gonna have to buy her a little chicken, a little chickadoo.
hey, thinking of it,
Hey,
I think
y'all.
farmers market's
Brenda,
tomorrow, so I
Dr.
can
Death's
go.
wife says hey.
Is tomorrow the first, guys?
Yes.
Okay,
I
tomorrow's gonna be
think.
farmers market. I can go down and see somebody selling some chickens.
Is it the 1st or is it May 31st?
Oh no, I don't know.
Today's the 30th.
That's my wife. Okay,
Yeah, that's Dr. Death's wife. Yeah. So it's 10:07 up there, John, in the morning or at night? It's 10:07 at night.
Wait a minute.
Is that your time right now?
Yeah, I think that's what he's saying. He said he's Eastern time. Okay, he does say he is.
So
Eastern.
it's like that all the way up. Oh, okay.
I thought some of South Bend is a different time zone, though. I don't know because
John's not in South Bend, is he?
Oh,
Look,
John,
Brenda, you got me
you're talking about David.
confused.
Okay, sorry.
No, I don't know. I mean, I just see a
Okay,
Brenda.
is anybody in the Central time zone like me? That's what I want to know.
I had your show paused for a bit, and I was watching earlier that you showed your guest with his beard that looks similar to mine. Oh, but now I caught up the live show. Oh, you're talking about Darren. Darren was on here, wasn't he?
Or your brother. Your brother?
Oh, my brother. Oh, bro's got a beard? Damn, how did I not see that? Bro's got a beard?
I think he's got a beard, doesn't he?
It had to be bro, then. Okay. John, I'm so sorry.
He does have a beard as well.
Yeah, but I don't know if he was on the show. I think he is talking about my brother.
I have to wait. Tomorrow's the 31st. I have to wait another week.
It's tomorrow the 31st.
I can go get some chickens, and hopefully they're not selling them for too much because I'm not going to pay that much. For
Look, we got.
My chicken needs a friend. If anybody can send me their chicken, please do.
She's got a chicken that's depressed, and it's a full grown one, but she needs her egg for breakfast, right? And it's not. Yeah, she's got it's a what is it? What color was your chicken? It's all black, ain't it?
It's all black. It looks like a black. But
yes, I do. I do need my glasses. That's what I'm missing. Jeez. Thank you.
It's an Easter egger, guys. It lays blue eggs.
I got it now. There, now I could. Whoa. I thought I was. I'm gonna have to go back to the eye doctor, y'all, because my glasses are not even hardly working anymore.
You probably don't even have the right prescription or.
I did. I know. General Toronto area. Area. Yes, your bro. Okay, my brother. Okay, so my brother.
She didn't even know her brother had a beard. This is how much she knows her brother.
I do know. Look, I don't look. I don't
She
sit there
didn't
and
say
stare
so,
at him
but his beard
because
grew
then
out.
he'll wonder why I'm staring at him, and if he's got something wrong with him, like wrong with his face or something on his face. I don't want him to think that. You know, because sometimes he'll lose his thought, right? And he'll be staring, but it's because he's lost his thought. So people are like, Danielle, he's staring at me. I said, I said, bro, I said, kick the bunnies and come back to earth, bro. Come on. I said, come on back down here. And I just had to make a joke about it because they made it seem like it was just like horrible for him to be staring at. I mean, I said but it was a blank stare because he was trying to retrace the steps of his thinking. Because
Yeah.
that's how, when I tell you his memory's gone. Like, there's things that I can say to him, like, and he'll forget, I guess he thought he was being tested earlier. And I'm like, no, bro, this is not, but he still thought he was being interrogated or tested, I guess.
Yeah. Get out of
Because
here.
what it does is he grabs his arm that doesn't move, and he'll start grabbing that and pulling on it. Because it's stuck in a mode like this. Like it's stuck like that.
Oh.
Yeah. Yeah.
I've seen that there. This
But he gets around.
story. It reminds me of the story that this guy that ripped off the Fashion Connect store where I worked. It was like one of the first days I was working there, and this guy rips off the store. He walks out, not even taking the sensor off, so the thing is beeping.
Oh
And
no.
the lady, my manager, she thought he was just acting like something was wrong with his arm. But I seen him like sometime after that. I'm like, oh my God, that's that guy that ran out with his shirt, and he did have
Tomorrow.
something wrong with his arm.
Yeah,
Yeah.
but I mean, people like they don't even know. Like my brother, he can actually maneuver. Now he does get mad at himself, and he'll cuss himself out because of his condition. Because it's very impatient. I mean, he can be impatient sometimes, and it's very, it's very. Sometimes it because his arm does not move. He has to move it with his other arm. He has to take this arm. Hold on, he's got to take this arm and pull his other arm and get it. But
Hard
once
dressed
he's got,
like
huh?
that. It's
Do what?
probably hard to get dressed and stuff, right?
Yeah, he does pretty good. He gets himself dressed for the most part. Yeah, he rarely ever needs my help with that. It's other things. And I like with the walking the dog. If she's really, but he's got strength in it. It's just he can't. It
Oh,
doesn't have the momentum because once he pulls it to wherever whatever he's doing, like if he was helping me hold up the motorcycle one time, and he actually it was him holding up because this sure as heck my feet wasn't even touching the damn ground, so
whoa.
it had to have been him, and them things are heavy, and I'm like, because I thought I was about to fall over. No, because I was getting it out of the truck, and yeah, it was him holding it up. So yeah, he positioned himself and he held it up. But I always have to let him get his arm in position because he's got to get it to move with his other arm. And then his leg on that same side is actually in a straight. He can't bend it. He can't bend it. So I don't. When the OD happened, it shut off. We found him with. He was there. He had there was no oxygen going to his brain for like.
Wow.
I think it was almost 17 minutes or something, but he was on life support for 2 weeks.
Kind of like a stroke, really, right?
Yeah, well, he had to. We found a needle broke off in his arm. He was trying to take his own life. Yeah, the shower was running. And everything. This was in 2014. That was when his baby mama was doing all that stuff, like trying to.
Yeah, Chris had a brother that he hit his head really bad, I guess, when they were kids, and then
Concussion or something.
He hit his head on a rock, and then he had like a tumor, and then he was never right. Like you say, sometimes he'd be completely the nicest person you ever want to meet, and then sometimes he'd go off
because it's their mental. I mean, that's how quick the mentality changes. Some days he can be like his age, and some days he's like a 7-year-old or 10-year-old. I mean, it all depends. I mean, but I don't ever tell him that. I mean,
Me and Chris, because we were going together for a long time, like when we were kids, and we always knew if we go in the basement that if we didn't have any weed, we can go clean out Steve's tray, and we'd be able to roll up a joint or something.
You're so bad. You're so bad.
We used to Chris used to do everything he could to help his brother. He really did. He's like, we'd spend time with him.
Was he older or younger than him?
He was 2 years older. So
the brother was, or Chris was? Chris was older?
No, Steve was 2 years older than Chris. So they had their kids right in a row. Like he was the oldest, then his brother Ted, then Chris, and then his sister is my age. Yeah. But we spent a lot of time with Steve, both of us. And then then he'd get fed up after a while. He's like, oh my God.
But I do want to tell everyone, like, yeah, because Chris is Chris was.
I did bring out this investigative summary if you want to read it. No,
I mean that's up to you. We can or we can do a show about Chris's thing later on or whenever.
Yeah, we could.
Because I was actually going to talk to you and see if you wanted to do that, bring out his stuff, and we could. You shouldn't cuss your brother. I find his persistence a ting to admire, to push forward with his difficulties. Right. Thank you, John. Thank you for saying that. And I will definitely pass that on.
Susie was in a coma for 2 days after.
I will definitely.
Coding. Oh wow.
After what?
Oh, that's Darren's cousin. Wow.
Oh, after going through surgery. Oh wow.
Oh,
wow. My brother was when he was on life support. He was 20. He was young. He was only 20.
Wow.
It was like, so 2014. That was what, 10 years ago, 11 years ago. So he was 29, 28, 29.
I think Chris is actually, and then Chris's brother I was talking about, he passed away when he's 25 because he would drink the alcohol and he was on medicines and it just finally got him. Yeah.
Well, Ashton, the one that that's why I don't when I have a watch on, if anybody ever asks me what time it is, I'll never tell you what time it is because my battery ain't working in my watch because I took it out. I don't know. It's just because he passed in front of me, like while we were, I was giving him CPR I did not know that man drank as much as he did until after the fact when I got back from the hospital after they told me that he was gone. Mm-hmm. And just think his dad had just left to go to Indiana earlier that day, and then that night his son, and it was prolonged alcohol abuse, and that man, and the thing is he had drank over a 6-year time period so much, it was a 1 to 2 to 3 half gallon of Crown Royal a day. When I tell you, when I got back to clean up where the ambulance had to come get him and everything, he had it hidden in the couch.
Oh my God.
Like it was hidden, and y'all know the bottles of Crown Royal, right? Like it was no little bottle. Like when I tell you,
it's strong.
And I was trying to find to clean up, and when you picked up the trash bag to throw it out, it was full of glass bottles. That's all you heard. And and the medical examiner told me, she's like, because we wasn't married, so they wasn't gonna tell me nothing, of course. But she's like, but she saw how I was being done, and I mean, I wanted to be at his funeral, and they lied. The family even lied to me, but the mom, I mean, she was in denial about her son. She didn't want nobody to know how he passed, that he had a problem, and I just that's it sucks, and all Ashley wanted to do was he wanted to get sober. He just went about it. He cold turkey. I didn't know. I didn't know. I mean, I didn't know that he, I didn't know nothing about alcoholics or nothing. So, but the DTs got him with the withdrawals. Like he was in that week. Yeah. And, it was crazy because when the medical examiner told me that his liver was gone, like the whole time, like his body was just shutting down. Well, I found pictures of me and him during that. It was about that time. And do you know the night he passed? Well, he passed up Saturday morning. It was Mother's Day weekend, as a matter of fact. And if you look at the picture, you can actually see like where his his color from the neckline right here up, he looked like purple, blue, reddish. Yeah.
Whoa.
And I could not, like, I was like, wow. And that was 2018. I had just graduated drug court in 2018, February, and he passed in May. I only knew him a month and like a week. Yeah.
I can't believe you graduated in 2018 from high school?
No, drug courts. Drug court.
Oh.
Yeah, I was in drug. Yes, I did. I've had some downfalls in my time. That's what I talked about when I read my speech. Remember?
Lewis says
It's
this
very bad, John.
to his Susie. She was 24 weeks pregnant when that happened, having meningitis. The boys didn't make it in the hospital. Was serving court papers on why you know, Joe. Wow.
And there was a girl that was incarcerated with me when I was in this last time. She was pregnant with twins, and I told her, I said, don't get out and do. You got babies now, and bless her heart, she didn't last. That her and the kids. She got out, and I found her mom called me, and yeah, I wish that what shit went out there, you know.
I don't like whiskey at all. I can't. Ugh. No, thanks.
The going through, that's what I like, you know, going through this nightmare from CPS. What do they think that if these parents have a history of, if they're in recovery and they're known addicts, like in recovery, what is you done took their heart, their life from right there, their children. What else is there to take, man? What the fuck is there? What else is there to take?
That's the thing, is they're ready to throw you in these substance abuse classes, and then, okay, well, we took your kids. We can't do anything to alleviate the pain, because if your drug screen comes up that you drink alcohol,
but yeah, we see them on Facebook drunker and shit on their Facebook pages. But they're supposed to be representing kids.
Right.
Like, you're shitting me, right?
Me, because
thank you, Louise.
I guess they arrested us for marijuana. So we're not smoking marijuana. I didn't know that alcohol was included in this freaking mixture. Oh no, you can't take any substance.
It's crazy. But I don't, and you know, they want to sit here and dog us. I mean, because y'all have no idea. Y'all probably would have an idea, because I mean, y'all are going through the nightmare yourself. But like, on my part, I do have a history of substance abuse. You know what I mean? I've been in drug court. I had my dark road, you know? And my thing is, you would never believe that they wanted to open a door and go back down that rabbit hole. I said, why would you trigger someone that has been doing good and fine in their life, and you just come out of nowhere because my mother passed away unexpectedly? Like, what the, just because of a person that hates my guts or whatever her problem is? I don't know. I'll never know, and whatever. But my family didn't deserve what we got. You know, my mother passed, but now you're going to tell me you know me and that you're going to assume, like, what? Because you just read my background, but yet you say, I mean, hello, but yet you can't find me. That's what I don't understand either. You read my background, but apparently you can't notify me.
Substance abuse classes they make you go through. Because like I remember I was trying to be like completely honest. Okay, so I went to you know, the group meetings. Me and Chris both had to do them separately. We couldn't get them together. And over the weekend, I had a couple of beers or something like that, and I said, you know,
but y'all keep it in the house. Y'all keep it in your safe. That, like, you're not out. I mean, you know, you're not out. You don't put people.
Scared. Like, he was like saying, well, if I give somebody a drug test and they're not being honest, so I was like, I'm going to be honest, okay, right here. And then they put on 2 more weeks. I had to go to, like, they added on more time that I had.
There's Punisher.
Yeah, I was being punished for being honest. There you go.
Is it time for us to get off?
Well, next year. That's whenever you guys are ready. Hold on, no,
you know, look, we will talk with these guys. Look, we will talk for hours. All right, everybody. And Louise said, in my opinion, abuse of a substance is a relative. who defines what term? Right. The court. I mean, who does? And who is their job to judge? You know, they don't know. But they're not even doing their jobs themselves. You know what
Oh
I'm
shit!
saying?
Damn it!
Oh, what happened?
It doesn't fit on this. I gotta make sure that I make the graphics like this size when you guys are doing, because you can't see the
Okay.
graphics.
All right.
I'm sorry, Brenda. You
I got
can't
me
see
and
it.
Brenda on my background on my computer. It's from the Mr. President show. No, or that
Oh,
Valentine. Yeah, the
speaking of that,
Mr. President or Valentine show.
Speaking of it,
Brenda, when's our next Mr. President show?
why don't
Yes,
we do it on Trump's birthday? It's coming up
That's
in June.
June.
yeah, that's what I said. Yeah,
That's
June what?
perfect. And like June.
I
Google it.
I think
Google.
it's like the 14th.
I think it is 14th or 16th. Yeah. Google.
When
Google.
is Trump's birthday? Oh my God.
That's Chris.
It's the 14th.
Is that Chris?
June 14th. is our
Sorry,
next Mr. Trump show.
that's Wendy.
Okay.
She's finally getting back with me. Hello.
Wow. Jeez. It's the 14th, you said?
Yep.
June 14th.
All right, Trump. We're coming with a show, buddy.
Day does that come on, guys?
So, and we have to talk about what we want to do, right? Well,
He was born in 1946.
yes. You know, I got a childhood video of him, of Trump somewhere. I got his childhood video and everything. So I don't even know where I got it from, honestly. He'd probably be mad at me.
You were in it? You were in it?
Huh?
You were in his video?
No. I saw it. I got it from somewhere. No, I wasn't in it.
Mary and I went to the Trump. Mary and I went to the Trump rally in 2016, the night before he won the election.
Oh,
and
awesome!
That was freaking awesome. It was freaking great.
Heck yeah! I wanted to go.
Well, she was pregnant at the time, so we got to sit like front and center. Like we were right there, right where they came out.
Oh man!
Yeah,
that would have been.
Or I used.
That would have been cool as shit. That would have been cool as shit.
Was that in Maine, Darren? Was that in Maine?
No, it was in Concord actually.
Concord? Oh wow!
Yeah, what was cool earlier that day, I was at Pease and I was just randomly filming, and here comes Air Force One flying in to do. Obama was doing a thing for. Well, he ran against who? He ran against Hillary. So Obama comes flying in to do this thing for Hillary in New Hampshire. And I'm filming Air Force One coming in. I'm like, this is their last ride on this baby right here. Freaking, it was their last ride on Air Force One. It was pretty, like, all that unexpected too. Like, you know, like I wasn't expecting that to happen. Or nothing.
That's pretty cool.
Yeah.
And I mean, who would think that look at everything now that he's doing, like good in a positive way, just he means well. But
yeah, I mean, he's doing.
He means well.
The best he can do with the tools he's given. I mean, he prolonged his presidency to come back to make sure that he could do what he's doing, because he wouldn't have been able to do this. And if he would have won right then when he ran against Biden, he wouldn't have been able to do the things that he's doing. And he knew that. And I almost wonder if that whole thing was part of the, the big, maybe if we're all lucky enough to be alive when this stuff comes out, I bet you we find out that there's some hokiness to this thing too.
Like in 2018. This thing says 2018. I got it said I registered to vote, and our registration date to vote 2018, and I did not. But my roommate, he's a felon as well. We got the same voting card, and it says registration date 2018, and I'm like, that's and you know all that stuff they found here recently, like with all the fraud shit. Like they tried to accuse him of the ballot stuff. Well, that's proof right there. Come on, they were using felons, but it wasn't him. It was the other. They just accused him of it. But there's proof right there, because they were using felons' names. Gotta be.
Yeah, they're stealing votes, man.
Gotta be.
What year was that?
28. It was August. What year was what? This was 2018. August 14th, 2018.
So.
All right, so it must have been before that, because Nina was. Oh, look, here's. Oh shit, I just had it.
Yeah, because I know, because they were talking about, remember all that shit in Georgia right here, and he was sending out ballot, like fake, I don't even know, like mail-in ballots or something, or somebody, but that tells you right there that they I didn't register to vote. How can
I was just thinking about the
Thank you.
greatness.
What?
We when Chris was running for legislator, we lived in Maine. We met Ron Paul, and he would have been a great president.
Now look, Brenda, you said he ran for legislator and then he went to Florida and ran for sheriff, right?
Correct.
Is Florida and Maine the main ones that you had trouble with?
Yeah.
I'm gonna get with you about that after the show. Okay.
Yeah, he ran for legislator twice in Maine. One time
I didn't even know that.
Republican ticket.
That just explains a lot right there.
Right.
Okay.
Exactly.
You just rang a doorbell on my end. You just pulled my string. Yes, ma'am.
God forbid a man tries to run for freaking office, right? And that's why when stuff was happening to Trump, I'm like,
what year was that? When was that? What year? What time period was that up in Maine?
I think in 2002. I'm not even sure. I know once was 2002. Sage was just a little baby. She was just a little baby. So
it's gonna be loud, but check this out.
2002, and then
Yep, there it was.
Wow. Is that was the wow? I'm sitting here going, it should have been like that.
Also in Maine,
that would have been. That was close.
We were me and Hawk. Was it me and Hawk? Baby Sage, maybe. We were on the front line when Bush came in. It was a big airport, and Chris, he was running for legislator then as well. And then he got to shake the hand of Bush, but everybody everybody thought he was security. And everybody was coming up to him as like, which way are we supposed to go? Chris is over there directing people. All right, you guys stay back here.
Yep. All right, Brenda. I guess we're gonna get ready for the Punishers or the next show. So, that's nice. My thing just sounds great.
All right.
So I'll see you guys over there. You need a link, right?
Okay. All right. Thanks.
Yeah, I'll get her the link if that's cool.
All right.
Yeah, I'll grab it for him. But all right, everybody. So if y'all just wait out, and we'll be coming on live again.
All right. Thanks, John. Facts Over Lies. And every 2 minutes.
In the morning, 10 o'clock. All right, y'all.
Out.
Bye.
Rattlesnake flags are flying high underneath the starry sky. Nation's heart beat loud and free. Don't tread on me. Don't tread on me. Abolish things that chain us down. Families torn can't stick around. Freedom's call we won't ignore. Fighting strong forevermore. We stand our ground, we won't give in to injustices soaked in sin. Raise your voice for liberty. Don't tread on me. Don't tread on me. Electric roar and passion's cry. Links and drums, they pierce the sky. In our hearts, brave and bold, freedom's fire will uphold. Children's laughter, lost in fear. Parents' cries, you'll never hear. We are fighting for